Hey, and welcome back to the CraneBee tutorial. This video is part of a series where I will show you how to use CraneBee. If the topic in this particular video is what you're looking for, just keep watching. And if you're looking for other topics, I link them all in the video description down below. They're all in one playlist. The topic for this video is steps. So Crane may have steps and I will show you how to use them. Let's go. Okay, we are back in our job site. I hidden all the other items for the moment so we can concentrate on one crane. I'm going to use this crane to show you how steps work. Right. At the moment, the crane has one step with this configuration. Let's say we want to simulate in more than one step how a load is lifted from one side to the other or to somewhere else. And that's what we can do with steps, for example. Let's assume this crane has a load on the hook with about 30 tons. And we're also going to assume that the load will be picked up on the left side of the crane. Somewhere really close to the crane itself, right? And let's say this is our first step and this is the setup. So what we can do in this case is we can do a remark at the top. We can just call this setup if you want. And this will automatically change the name here in the Explorer as well. To do a new step, we just click on step plus. This will create a new step for the same crane. And in this case, I'm going to assume that the load is already in the air, that the crane is about, let's say 25 meters out, and it's also rotated to the right, put it at 10 degrees. Let's look at this from the top. You see the current active step is the one in color and the non-active step is blue. So we changed the radius, we changed the slew angle, we did not change the load, and we did also not change the load height. And let's say in a third step, we want to do the next thing. What I can do now is I say, well, step plus again, or I can also go ahead and right click on step number 2 and copy this step. So this will copy only the step, not the whole crane. Now there's step number 3. It's currently also active, which you can see up there. And if I hide step number 2, step number 3 is still visible, of course. Now let's rotate a little bit further. Let's go to 75 degrees and go out more. In this case, it's showing me that the hook height doesn't work anymore for me. So 40 meters is not fine. So I have to lower it to at least about 38 meters. But I also want to put down the load in this place. So let's put it down to 2 meters. And this would be one crane with 3 steps. We can again put remarks there. So third step was set down. Second step is enduring load. And first step again was set up. And you can see that I can click between all the steps. I can always change the steps. Let's say this is the wrong angle and we want to actually pick it up from here. No problem at all. We change step 1. One big thing to keep in mind is for mobile cranes especially, that if you have one crane with several steps, they always have to be at the same position than the other ones. So if I put this crane at 20 meters somewhere else, all the steps follow, because this crane obviously cannot drive during the job. Right, so we moved the crane, we created new steps, we can change the steps by going to the different arrows at the top. We can also click on those on the number and select another step. That's also possible. And if we decide that a step is too much or it's not needed anymore, we can delete it by clicking on this X, step X, delete the step. We can also right click on it and delete it from here. So let's do number 3 from the top. We're left with 2. And number 2, let's do it with the context menu, right click, delete. And also we have to confirm it. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching and I see you in the next one.